Need to do some more walking around, I guess. It's Monday, October 5th, 2015. School bus over there dropping off kids over next door. Probably see our cat Smokey sitting right there. He's a good companion. He's a good cat. He comes in my house, gets in my lap, and acts very sweetly. He's a very sweet cat. I just have a few things running through my mind right now. Not all of them are Bigfoot related, so I thought I'd share some random thoughts. I mean, is politics that volatile that everybody has to be defriended just because they have a different political opinion from somebody else? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Whatever happened to agreeing to disagree? Whatever happened to, I may not agree with what you say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it? Actually, only one person I know of has defriended me on Facebook over my political opinion. But, you know, I guess that's just the way things are in this volatile political climate. Did I just do that? Did I just edit something? Somehow, I guess I did. Anyway, a few Bigfoot conferences coming up. Let's see, there's the Boggy Creek Bigfoot Conference, which is the weekend of October 23rd. There's the Sasquatch Summit, which is the weekend before Thanksgiving, November 20th through 22nd. Trying to think if there's any other events coming up. I don't think there are, but if there are, of course, I'll let you know. But, you know, Bigfoot conferences are always fun, and I've only ever attended one in the fall, and that was last year's Yakima Bigfoot Roundup. And by the way, you'll be seeing a special 1-year anniversary celebration video of that later this week. You can see our little canal. See that turtle? Little turtle head just went under the water. They like to rest right over there. And just kind of rest over there too. They like to do that, get some sun. Nothing wrong with that. You can see my cat way over there. You might be able to see him. He's laying in the shade. You know, being a long-time wrestling fan, I've noticed quite a few differences in today's wrestling as compared to what we grew up with. I mean, where are the great managers, the Jim Cornettes, the Jimmy Harts, the, oh, this guy's pulling over here. Yeah, the Jim Cornettes, the Jimmy Harts, the Bobby the Brain Heenans. I think the closest thing we have right now is Paul Heyman. I mean, Heyman's great. I mean, he's the representative for Brock Lesnar. He represents his client jealously, and that's good. Is that a turtle way over there on that log? On that old branch? Looks like it, doesn't it? Now let it autofocus. Yeah. Maybe if I back it out a little bit. Right there, yeah. Is that a turtle right there? Hard to tell. I don't know. Today's wrestling just doesn't seem very compelling to me. I prefer the classic old school stuff. That's why I like watching the old shoot interviews, the newer shoot interviews with guys like Jim Cornette and Saturn and Iron Sheik and, you know, guys from the old school. I mean, Lance Storm. Lance Storm is really good. He gives some good interviews. He's been on Jim Cornette's podcast a few times. He's really good. He's got some great stories. I really think the business changed after Vince McMahon bought out his competition, that being WCW and ECW. Boy, there used to be some classic angles with WCW and with all the wrestling companies. I mean, I'm sure a lot of us remember the territories You know, you had Memphis, you had the Pacific Northwest, you had Mid-South. You had various promotions in different areas. Northeast, of course, belonged to Vince McMahon Sr. and Vince McMahon Jr. But still, there's a dog way down there. See it? But, yeah, I mean, and a lot of the territories would cooperate with each other. Jim Cornette talked about how Bill Watts would have a cooperative relationship with Vince McMahon Sr. Cornette's example was that Bill Watts would have his top heel as Waldo Von Erich, and Vince McMahon Sr. would ask him, could I borrow Waldo for a few weeks at the Garden, Madison Square Garden, for those of you who don't know. And Bill would say, sure, yeah, Vince, you can borrow him. And Vince said, thank you, Bill, and we'll make sure to put an extra week of dates for Andre the Giant. It was a huge attraction, literally and figuratively, back then. I mean, Vince McMahon Jr. essentially raped all these territories and bought them all out. I mean, he did. Let's just be honest about it. That's what he did. Wrestling's just not the same as it was. I mean, TNA is not really a major threat to WWE. I'm sorry. It's not. I mean, no matter how many former WCW or WWE stars they have in TNA, they'll never be competition for WWE. Went to see the sleep therapy doctor for the first time a couple of mornings ago. He says I'm doing very well on my sleep therapy. I think I am, because I am using that CPAP machine every night. I've never stopped using it ever since I got it. And I think it's helped. Although I weigh over 300 pounds and would love to lose that weight. That's kind of why I'm going on this little walk right now. Try and lose some of this weight. I mean, I could certainly stand to do that, that's for sure. I don't know why I didn't do this on my tripod. I should have brought my tripod with me. Put the camera on the tripod. I don't know why I didn't do that. Kind of nice out here though, isn't it? Really beautiful. I mean, this whole area is pretty nice, you know. But I mean, health-wise, I'm doing okay. I mean, I'm not in the greatest shape, but I'm doing okay. I'm healthy at least. The good thing is I didn't have to have that heart stress test done, so my heart's perfectly normal, which is a blessing. I mean, I could really use the exercise, so that's why I'm doing this walk. I mean, it's good exercise for me. I really need it. I really do. You know, all these pecans. Where's that green? Look at that green shell. I'm not really sure what that indicates. But yeah, we have several pecan trees over here. We got, I guess those are pecan trees over there. And that's one right there. We've got 2 pecan trees in our yard. So, yeah, it's pretty nice out here. It's a little bit warmer than I was expecting it to be, but not too bad. Of course, I gotta watch out for snakes. I mean, it's early fall, but I don't know if they're still around or not. Hope not. But, yeah, I'll be sure to be careful. Now, this used to be nothing but a lot of dirt back that way. Now it's a lot of grass overgrowing over there. Pretty nice. Looks like they cut down those trees that were standing up over there. There were trees and stuff shooting up out over there. Looks like they cut them down. That's a good thing. You can even still hear cicadas. And they're supposed to be gone for the season. Usually they're gone by about early fall. But I just heard one back that way. Back behind me. Interesting. What? There's that dog. Belongs to somebody. Hello, Pooch. I don't think that dog's going to bother me. Right now I'm back behind my house. My house is right over there. And Mom's house is over there. You can see, pretty swampy. It looks almost swampy, but it isn't. Occasionally we get those black ducks and they show up in the canal. Oh, there's a squirrel over there, hopping from tree to tree. You might be able to see it. Sometimes you'll see them. Sometimes you won't. But yeah, they'll hop from tree to tree. Right now I'm just doing some random filming. Just filming the environment. Now over here in that ditch was where I found that coyote track. I later looked up coyote tracks online. That's what it was. It was a coyote footprint. I'll show you where I found it. You can tell the ground's really dry. We haven't had any rain for a while. Just heard a bird over here. Couldn't tell what kind of bird it was. Now there's some kind of depression right there. Right in there. I don't know what it's from. Yes, I wear white socks. I don't know what that's. I don't know what that is. Probably a hole in the ground. Probably nothing. Notice how nice and shady it is over here. Okay, there's hardly any dirt there now. There was a lot of dirt over there. And that's right about in there is where I found that coyote footprint. A coyote track. It was on that side. Over in here somewhere. But all this has grown up since then. That's been 2.5 years. So Like I said, a little bit warmer than I was expecting it to be today. Been a while since I've been over here. Yeah, it looks like a broken, some big pieces of log, whatever that is. That's pretty big, pretty thick. I can't tell if that was broken or cut. It kind of looks like it was broken off, but it's hard to tell. Interesting. Maybe somebody came along over here and just cut that in half. I don't know. And I think this is the other half of it. Hard to tell if that was cut or broken. I can't really tell. Wouldn't be any indication of anything either way. I'm just pointing out. It's hard to tell. I mean, lightning could have struck it and, broken it in half. Could have, cut it in half with lightning or something. But there would be scorch marks if that was the case. Interesting. Not conclusive of anything, obviously, but interesting nonetheless. One good thing is there's less mosquitoes than there usually are. I mean, during the summer, obviously. It's early fall. I actually saw a mosquito today. Not too far from here. But generally, mosquitoes they don't show up that often anymore, thankfully. It's just about, mosquito season's just about over. Practically is over, really. Yeah, I have not been over here in a long time, over in this area, especially in daylight. Really, not much has changed. Other than some of it's a bit overgrown, though. A lot of grass, some overgrown areas, things like that. And I don't hear that dog barking either. There used to be there's a house over in that direction. Used to be a dog that would bark. I don't know where the dog is. Anyway, I think this will probably be the first of many weekly blogs, in addition to HBM's Crypto Corner, and also any special presentations that I give on this channel. This was fun. This was good. I mean, good to get out in the fresh air and see the beautiful nature scenes and things like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to make this a weekly thing. Now if it rains, I won't be doing this as much, but if it's not raining, I'll be out here. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care.